Good morning, everyone. I hope everybody had a fabulous weekend. We're experiencing very nice weather. I did want to point something out that Peter and I were discussing this morning. That's like I wanted to touch base on everything that's happening in the world. We know of two wars that are going on right now. The one at the Gaza Strip between the Palestinians and the Israeli or Hamas, and also the one that's been going on for quite some time with Ukraine and Russia. Um, there's a lot of bad news out there, and it's very, very hard. If you listen to a lot of news, it's very hard for you not to let it get to you in the day and stuff. I know it doesn't pertain to a lot of us because we're not directly affected by these wars, but it could drain you mentally and stuff. So limit the amount of news that you intake. And constantly, there's nothing you can do to control those two wars and stuff. There's constantly going to be battles in the world and stuff. But what you can do is control your day. So I like to limit the news that I intake, and try to concentrate on the positive stuff in our world, and in your life and stuff, and you'll find that your day will be a lot more smoother and happier and stuff. I mean, it's good to be aware of all these things and know what's going on in the world, but don't let it absorb, take over you and absorb too much of that. Even the stuff with the interest rates. I'm not just saying about the wars too. The interest rates. Where's real estate headed in fiscal 2024? The news likes to make havoc and stuff. So for me, I don't like to listen to too much news because it just drains you mentally and stuff. So if you can, just focus on your business, focus on you, and I think you'll have a better outcome, better day too. Okay.
Very good. Agree.
Right?
Agree.
You agree, Peter?
Yeah, I
Okay,
agree.
well, at least I got one person that agrees with me. Before I hand it over to Angie, I think she's running a little bit late. I'm going to go ahead and just reverse it and go over some of the updates and events. And then Angie could chime in a little bit later. First and foremost, shout out for birthdays: Catherine Johnson, Carlos Ruiz, Franklin Averuz, Alex Argodoas, Margaret, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, Kiowa, and Millie Chan. So congratulations, happy birthday to all of you. I hope you guys enjoy your birthday week. And then some reminders for this week for our agents. There's going to be another email going out momentarily in about 10 minutes for Gen Blue. Most of you might know about what Gen Blue is all about. It's an annual event that the corporate hosts, and it invites all agents. This year it's going to be in Atlanta. Actually, it starts today. For the first time, they're actually allowing it to be virtual. So Peter and I purchased a virtual admission, and we're going to be viewing that together for anybody that wants to join in. For those who have never attended one, I've never attended one. Peter, I don't know if you've attended one. Have you?
Yeah, I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Are they great? Good
Yeah,
events?
that's very good. Yes.
So
Yeah.
we'll be streaming that virtually here in our Alhambra office. Just know that not a lot of these sessions are going to be available virtually. The ones that we will be streaming. There's also some that are going to be starting early in the morning at like 6, 7 in the morning because of the time difference, and we will not be streaming those, okay? So look out for the email that will be going out in about roughly 10 minutes, and it'll give you all the information. Rest assured, if you have any other questions, just give me a quick email or text and we'll discuss it. So that is going to be tomorrow, starting at 10 a.m. I think it goes till like 1. And then also on Wednesday again. And Wednesday starts at 12 p.m. Okay, so for those who want to join us, feel free, come and join us. We'll be here at the Alhambra meeting room, okay? In addition to that, on Wednesday, one of the reasons why we cannot attend all the sessions, there's a conflict on Wednesday because we have our CRE Win class number 6 at 10 a.m. So after that class ends at 12 o'clock, we'll start streaming the Gen Blue, okay? And then obviously Friday, we have our training at 10 a.m. and we're going to be going over zip forms, okay? Last week, I disclosed that we were going to have zip forms this past Friday, but this past Friday, we had a class with Christy Kennelly. For all those who attended, you guys know that it was a great session, great turnout, great topic. This week, we will be doing the zip forms, showing you how to write up purchases and then also getting signatures electronically through their AuthentiSign. Lastly, we have caravans every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with P4 and also Arcadia. So those will go out. If you guys want to go check out the inventory, mingle, meet other agents and possible buyers, that's going to be going out on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. It's not always on Tuesdays, but sometimes they have a Tuesday one. And then a reminder, holidays are coming fast, okay? If you are planning to do a holiday campaign and you want to add in Halloween, you need to do it this week, okay? Any type of campaign, email campaign, text campaign, postcards, flyers, you need to start generating it and scheduling it this week, okay? But while you're doing that, you might as well knock out Thanksgiving and Christmas and have it ready to go, okay? That's all I have for today. I'm going to hand it over to, I see Angie, she's here with us now. I'll hand it over to Angie. She's our affiliate spotlight for today. So Angie, without further ado.
Thanks, Ruben. Hi, Peter. Hi, CBG.
Hi. Hi.
Good morning, everyone. Angie Tang, First American Title. Today, I want to share with you some statistics because stats don't lie, numbers don't lie. And this is why we exist, so that I can provide as much information to you as possible so you can grow. So this is from our First American site. So for 4.1% average turnover rate in the US in a normal, typical real estate market. And right now with the market that we're in, 3.2% is the expected turnover rate in the US this year in a not normal market called the lock-in effect market. And it's called the lock-in effect market because all the interest rates were low for so many years, and now that they're at 7 to 8%, people that want to move are not moving because the people that must move are the only ones that are going to be moving. So this is your target market. This is where it's really important to understand the numbers. And then it would drill it down even more. 22.1% the turnover rate of homeowners going through divorce. So 22% of all households in the US are going through divorce. Then 19.8%, that's the number of probates or affidavit of deaths that are being recorded on the market. And keep in mind, affidavit of deaths, a lot of times when one passes, they may forget to fill it, to record the affidavit of death. So there's still a lot of potential in that market because it's not going to be shown in this statistic. Then 52% of turnover rate of mortgage defaults. And this is NODs in California. I'm not talking about the US. This is California. 52% filed on their property address. Then 19 to 24%, the percentage of new listings on the MLS that come from a life event. And earlier I was telling you about the only people that will have a listing, like the people that want to list, is because they have to list. And these are due to life events. What is considered a life event? So I'm going to get into that, which I kind of went over some of them already. So let's see here. And then this is also the other thing I wanted to talk about. The biggest lead category going on to the MLS is empty nesters. Those are people that have home ownership for 30 plus years, and they have 3 or more bedrooms. And this is the largest category of newly listed property because it's a life event. And when they're that old, they usually want to scale down. They're moving to a different state. There's many, many possible reasons. And most realtors have no idea that this is what is being listed most often. So hint, 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 this is a trick. This is a tip. This is where you have to go. This is the life events that are going to give you the highest return on investments. So let me just show you on Ignite RE really quickly. I'm not gonna take up too much time, but I just want to show you because I want to show you the power of this. Ruben, may I show share screen?
Actually, yeah, give me 1 second. Let me run over
Okay.
there real quick.
Okay.
So Angie, while
Yeah.
Ruben's helping you, can you help us locate those live events candidates?
Ding, 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 ding. Yes, most certainly. This is why I'm
Alright.
going to show you the next screen so I can show you how to gather it. I know it's going to be a little confusing to find it because it took me a while to remember how to navigate through the site, but
Yeah.
I'm going to show you how easy it is to run. So I'm just going to, Ruben or Peter, remember an address. I'm going to ask you for an address. I'm going to type it in and I'm going to show you all the life events that are 2.5 miles away from that
Mm.
address. So
Okay.
what I've also done is since Ignite RE is proprietary to First American, we've built the entire system. I've already had it requested to change the 2.5 mile radius where we can manipulate and change it to half a mile, 1 mile, 1.5 mile. So later on, we're going to have that drop down menu. It just takes a little bit of time because it's a nationwide kind of big ship to move. So it's been requested. The ticket has been requested, but it's in the works. And so I'm going to show you how that's going to be, it's crucial to be able to farm in this manner because it's going to be so much easier to focus in on what is going to be your listings.
Mhm.
So that's what I wanted to show you. I don't know, Ruben, I think I'm ready to share. Ruben?
Yeah, you should have that already.
Okay. And then if you guys want the stats, I could send it over to Ruben so that he can share with the team so that they
Most
can,
definitely.
yeah. So the ones that are not here, you can share that information because this is the next, this is crucial. This is the next level of farming. Okay, let me show you. Hold on, let me go out of this screen so I can pull up the right screen. Hold on. Let me see. I should have pulled up that screen first. Let me see here.
You're able to share the right, Angie?
I believe so. Let me just log into the site where I need to show you guys so that I can do this right.
Don't worry, we got time, Angie, so
Okay.
you're good.
Okay, thank you. Let me try this again. Here it is. Okay. Okay, everybody see my screen?
We do.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So for the ones that have come to class, you might have seen this once before, but didn't realize the power of it, or maybe you missed it. I wanted to show this is Ignite RE. This is the First American platform. So it gives you the full on gamut of everything, right? You get all the property profile, all that cool stuff, the NODs of, foreclosure information. But where you want to look at for the life events, you go into the farming tab. And then we're going to continue. So it'll log in, and then does anybody have an address you can share with me?
Try 3790 Mayfair Drive,
Los Angeles?
Pasadena.
Okay, here it is. Okay, let's see. Oops, search. Oh, there's no match. Did I spell it incorrectly?
3790.
3790. Sorry. Okay.
I believe.
Let's see if it comes up. Oh, good. One matching property. That's the one. Okay. So once you pull up that one particular property, let's just say you have a listing, and this is the listing that's coming up, and you just closed, or you're trying to farm this area. You hit on so you put in the address, you hit on the gear, you go to other reports, you hit lead sheet. This is like a trick in the system. Generate report. And it takes a little bit of time because now it's going to search through all the life events 2.5 miles from that address. And so as it does its thing, it takes a little bit of time. And then once it's completed, it'll give you all the different life events 2.5 miles away from that property address. It just takes a little bit of time because it has to crunch all the different numbers and crunch all the different life events. And here we go.
Where did they get the information, Jay?
It's through analytics, AI, a bunch of different things. They pull all the numbers from all the different sources, and then it generates a report for us. So no thinking on our part. The thinking has been done. This is the easy part. All
So
we
we
got to
just
do
have
is
to
farm it
trust
in
them, huh?
Prospect. Yeah.
We
Well, it's
just have to
everything
trust the
is recorded.
accuracy of the report.
Yes. So
Okay.
this is going to be your lead sheet. It's 2.5 miles away. There's 225 homes 2.5 miles away from this area. So you've got, it labels it down from the most APNs to the least. So there's only one bankruptcy, and the highest amount of APNs is 107 affidavit of deaths. So of the
Wow.
107 affidavit deaths, it shows you estimated value of each of the homes of the 107, the estimated potential commissions that you can earn, and the average LTV. So this is all your life events. So affidavit of death, liens on the property, notice of defaults, notice of trustee sales, divorce, probate, list pendants, and bankruptcy. These are all considered life events. So once you pull this up, then you can click on the buy now, and they're really, really inexpensive. I forget exactly how many cents it is, but it's not even in the dollars. It's like cents, like not even double digit cents. It's like single digit cents. So it's definitely really inexpensive. The other caveat, let me just show you. Let me just do this 7 one. I clicked on just some random one. And then, so this is where there's another little trick that you have to remember. So it's 90 cents for 7 of them. Okay. You don't even hit $1. It's like really inexpensive,
That's good.
right? It's so inexpensive. And then so don't forget, this is the trick. Hit on edit search. And then you go to Premier Data. Because once you click on the Premier Data, you're going to be able to run phones and emails. And you could purchase either or, purchase phones or emails or both. And it's 12 cents for both, 5 and 7 cents for each of the one of you. I think this one, purchase one, I think is 5 cents, and emails is 7 cents. So it's really inexpensive. So let's just do both for the sake of it. And
Get
count. I have all the menu bars, so it's like covering my buttons. Oh, and there you go, $1.98. So for $1.98, you've got a list that are going to be the highest performers for you to generate your next listings. So there's no excuse why you're not able to get a listing, because for less than $2, less than a cup of coffee, you can actually farm for this grouping of people that are most likely to sell. It doesn't cost you much. Your return on investment is higher. It's a no-brainer. So this is why we're here. We're here to help you grow your numbers, get your listings, and, plow through this challenging market so that we can be where we need to meet our goals. So that's it, guys. Just wanted to share.
Fantastic. That's fantastic, Angie.
I'm glad.
Very, very economical.
Angie, can you touch on the billing of this as far as,
Yes.
because I've done this with a couple of agents in our office already, and they're using it and utilizing it, and how it works when they charge, and if they don't find something, they refund it and stuff.
Yeah. So once you hit pay now, so let me just show you what it looks like. So they go in increments of $5. So you can put in $5. You can use your credit card. So right now I don't have any money in my account, obviously insufficient funds. But this is where you would go to add in the $5 by credit. You put in your credit card, you put in $5. For whatever reason, once it pulls up the reports for you, if it's missing, because it's calculating every email and every phone. So for whatever reason, they can't find an email or a phone, it will refund that money into your $5 credit allowance that you've added. And then that way it's even and square. So you're paying for what you're paying for. You're not paying for something that doesn't exist. So if it says it's $1.98 and let's say 2 properties aren't showing up with, phone numbers and emails, it'll refund you back the 24 cents, because it's 12 cents for both email and for phone numbers.
Yeah, so agents, just know when you look at your billing, if you're using a credit card like I am, if you look at your billing, you're gonna see a charge and then refund right after it and stuff, okay? Angie, do you know if there's any type of structure for invalidity as far as the phone numbers or emails if they don't work, or is it just your luck?
No, so there's 35% accuracy rate and 75% accuracy. I already forgot which one's which, but I think the phone numbers is 75% and 35% for emails, because people keep changing around. But at least there's some sort of accuracy rate that you're paying for. You're not just paying for something that may or may not work, at least you have some sort of guidance. 35% and 75%, which so far I've seen is highest in the industry. So it's a good investment considering the fees associated to it.
Hey, Angie, question.
Sure.
Is this for residential properties only?
So far it's residential. Sometimes they have the 4 units and sometimes they have 5 units. It just depends on how fast they can pull the information. Because right now they're trying to implement more commercial, but right now it's a residential platform with some commercial, but they are trying to revamp it and boost it up to have much more commercial capability. But
Okay,
if for whatever one-offs you need, just let me know and I'll ask my office if they can pull it.
And maybe I missed it. Did you mention something about 50% of NOT or NOT increase or something like that?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
it was part of the stats. Let me pull it up really quick. And then I'm going to send the stats over to Ruben too. So let me read the NOD stats. So 52% turnover rate of mortgage defaults, NOD in California filed at a property address. It doesn't say commercial or residential. It just says property address. So I'm assuming since it says property address, I'm going to assume that it's single family residences and probably up to 4 units.
I see. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And just a quick addition to this type of prospecting, these could be actually layers or touches. So you have the ability to call them, email them, you can door knock, you can, and then you have their address, so you can actually send them flyers, postcards, and so forth. So you can actually, from one of these farms, one actual address of farms or potential client or prospect, you could actually touch them like 5 times, so don't limit it just with the phone number, calling them, and then also emailing them. If you really want to go that extra step and cover all types of prospecting for that client and make it a quality prospect, go over their door knock or send them a postcard or a flyer or something, or handwritten letter, but utilize it. You're going to pay 12 cents, make the best of that 12 cents, right, Angie?
Yeah, and you've got the holidays coming up. So you've got 2 groups of people. You've got the people that are going to sit there and say, oh, the market's slow, I'm just going to sit at home and watch TV. Then you got the other group saying, oh my gosh, this is the time when everybody is sitting at home watching TV. I want to be the person that's going to be farming because I have the tools to be able to get the next listings. If I work hard now, it'll pay through the first quarter and second quarter because it takes a little bit of time to generate the return on investment. But once you have it planned and set in stone that this is your goal, this is what you want, you've got the tools to do it. You plow through it instead of sitting on your tushies and watching TV, thinking that the market is slow. It's not going to yield you anything. So we've got the tools. Ruben's here, Peter's here. We're all here to support you. Get your butt moving, and we've got it for you. You just gotta do your job and be your specialist in being a realtor.
Yeah, well said.
Yeah, remember the whole concept of farming is actual farming. You're going to plant the seed, so don't think of it as you're going to get a list. You might get a listing like automatically and stuff, but they're probably not going to make a decision until the first of the year and stuff. So you're planting a seed and you're following up with them. You're doing touches. So come January or February, when they potentially make a decision, then you're top of mind. So great information, Angie. If anybody is not using Ignite RE, that's the name of it, please email Angie and she'll get you set up with that.
Oh, Ruben, one more thing I almost forgot. So once you have a farm, and let's just say you're not using the platform that I'm showing you in terms of the life events, but you have a regular farm. If you want, we can upload it into Ignite RE, and as there's any movement or changes within your farm, it'll automatically update. The worst thing for me for me when I get targeted is when they send me a marketing letter and it's to the prior homeowner. I'm just thinking, oh my gosh, you have not talked to me yet. You need an updated farm list. And so try not, once you get on Ignite RE, you'll have everybody updated to the current homeowners. So that's also a really positive thing to use Ignite RE. Thank you, Ruben. Thanks, Peter. Thanks, CBG, for your attention. I appreciate it, and great to see you this morning.
Oh, one last thing, Angie. You also have the capabilities of sending them the Avery labels if they want to mail out mass mail.
Yes, definitely. Especially for the holidays, Christmas cards and all that. We can definitely run that for you too.
Okay? So no excuses. Angie's here
No
to help you.
excuses. Yes.
And then her co-partner, Sandy Franco's also here to help you too. Sandy, how can you help our agents?
She's
I'll
still on?
start by taking myself off mute. That's a big help. Okay, so good morning, Global Banker George. So I'm going to pick what Angie said. So once you get your firm from Angie and you've got exactly what you need to target the correct people, I have the tools and they're free. Okay, I have the door hangers. I have the clear baggies. The clear baggies are completely unique. Nobody else offers them. You put in a little insert that I have that says how to sell home or whatever you want. You can put in a colorful flyer with market updates. As long as your business card is in there, a piece of hard candy, if you put that on the door, it's getting in the house. Half the battle, if you can't someone while you're out farming, is getting this card inside the house. So stack the odds in your favor, be unique, stand outside crowd, right? That's how you're going to get the business. That and the actual hard.
I think you're cutting in and out, Sandy. We lost you.
I think she was gonna say, also put in a piece of hard candy. So it doesn't melt. I kind of know her speech already.
Angie, can you stop the screen?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right. Well, we'll move on. We have Frank, the loan guy here. Frank, how are the rates looking?
Oh, well, you know what? The good news is that we're here alive to complain about it. That's the good news. But look, regardless of rate, it is what it is. That's the thing. You can complain about the weather, you can complain about the bank, but you can't control the weather and you can't control the bank. But we can control the attitude that we have in our minds and how we address it and how we can make it better for everybody. So just the way, like Angie said, hey, you can sit at home and complain and sit and say, oh my God, everything's going bad, or you can make something about it. We have to make something about it right now. With this in mind, Ruben, Peter, and everyone, and thank you so much for this opportunity. I think if it's still available, we still have our lunch and learn for October 25th, correct?
So we do. You could pitch it too if you like.
So with this in mind, guys and gals, there's a lot of different products. It's about really going back to basics, even more than back to basics, knowing about what you have as far as in your tools. So we do have 100% financing. Yes, 100% financing that the seller can contribute or doesn't have to contribute to it. We have down payment assistance without down payment assistance. So we have special down payment gifting options that your buyer can get money, not just only from parents or children or grandparents, but from coworkers, colleagues, friends, your lender, your realtor, anyone that can just do this through a special down payment gifting program. So that can help somebody. It's just a great way just to incentivize them so that as you're doing your farming, you want to talk to people that are looking at selling a property. Hey, that's great. You're looking at people also that want to buy a property. That's even great too. And they may not be ready, but this is something we can do. So between the 100% financing, the gifting options, I'm also going to try and help you guys out. Well, no, I'm not going to try. I'm going to help you guys out with how to be able to expose yourself better in social media. I know it's that thing that we cringe about it. But look, people see your faces whether you realize it or not, and people have to see your faces. If they don't see you, they don't know you. If they don't know you, they can't grow you. And any which way that I can help you, just with 3 or 4 little tidbits, just to be able to get your camera or your phone and say, hey, I got a listing going on. Hey, it's a great day. Hey, we have 100% financing. I'm going to help you with those things. October 25th. Free pizza.
So Frank, did I hear it right? You have 100% financing. How's that possible?
Oh, it's possible. Come on down to the lunch and learn, Peter.
Oh my God.
No, it's possible. There's possible through 2 different ways. And one is a really good one that it's called the Borrow Smart Advantage through FHA. FHA will allow you to come in with your 3.5% down payment, but then we can layer it either with a deferred program, a deferred second, or a completely granted second after 5 years.
Wow. Okay.
And that's a great option for everybody, especially when it comes to FHA. That FHA gives you a lot more leniency, lower credit scores. The PMI is flat, whether you're 740 or 620. So it's a lot of great options to get your buyers in there.
I see. Okay.
Mhm.
Thanks.
Well, if anybody has any questions from now until October 25th, please contact Frank. He'd be more than happy to help you and your clients. Do we have any, we have some phone numbers on our Zoom that I don't know if they're affiliates or not. So I'll give you a quick couple seconds to come off mute if it is an affiliate. If it's not, we'll move on.
Oh, Ruben, I put some stuff in the group chat, but just talking about the Halloween. I don't know what number's coming through because I'm using my laptop. That might be me.
Oh yeah, you want to go ahead and talk about it? Go for it.
Yeah. So First American Team, we're hosting a Halloween party for you guys, a luncheon. Come dressed if you like. If not, just come for food. We're here to host for you guys and be supportive and answer any questions and also play and have fun. So it's on October the 30th. It's Monday at 12 p.m. Alhambra office. I think Sandy, are we doing anything in Arcadia? I forget if we were able to lock something down.
No, it's
Okay.
gonna be Alhambra.
Okay, sounds good. So Alhambra for the luncheon at 12 o'clock, October 30th. See you all there. And my number's there in the chat room, just in case. I'm not sure what number showed up, but that was me in case. Thank you.
I'm looking forward to it.
Hopefully it's not too scary, okay?
No goblins.
All right. So with that, I will hand it over to our Arcadia manager, Doug.
Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes,
We can.
Okay, good.
very good.
Okay. So first of all, I want to remind everybody, don't forget your sphere of influence. It is proven that you get more results staying in contact with your sphere of influence, and there are so many ways to do it. I would be glad to go one-on-one with anybody who wants to give me a call and talk to you about some ideas. But sphere of influence, and also remember the holidays are coming up, and you've got Halloween parties, not so much at the Alhambra office because that's all realtors, but you go to any parties or any gatherings, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. Don't be a secret agent. Let people know what you do. Get in conversations with people. You would be surprised. Somebody standing next to you might be getting ready to list their house and they don't even have an agent. It happens. It really does happen. Over 50 years in experience, I've seen about everything. So anyway, I want to tell you about a couple of sales and listings in the Arcadia office. First of all, Peggy had a listing that sold in Arcadia, a condo on Doherty Road for $970. I sold my Lambert in Almani overpriced at $650. Ming Lee had a buyer in Cerritos, $1,360,000, and Sean Pan had a buyer in Baldwin Park for $598. And a couple of our recent listings are in Baldwin Park. George Chow has a house for sale, 3-bedroom, 2-bath for $788, very affordable. And I understand it's a pretty nice house, so you want to check into that one. Sharon Chow has a residential lease for $3,000 a month on Alhambra Avenue in Alhambra. Young Chin has a commercial lease in El Monte on Valley Boulevard for $2,550 a month. And Steven Sadler has got a residential lease in Temple City Schools, 1-bedroom, 1-bath, $1,700 a month. So there's business out there, guys. Go out and get a piece of it. Talk to people. That's it. Talk to people. Don't stay home. Go out. Okay. See ya.
Thank you,
That's
Doug.
it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Doug. All right, so new business for Alhambra. Marcy Velos has a new listing in Los Angeles. I think it's the Mount Washington area for $995. Shumacam has it looks like a commercial lease in Monterey Park for $82.24 a month. Christine Fenn has a lease in Rosemead for $27.50 a month. It's actually a pretty good rate for Rosemead. And then 3 new sales for last week. Christine Fenn, she has a lease in Temple City. Kenny Fenn and Sophia Chow has a commercial sale that they put together. That's in Almani for $980,000. And then Carlos Ruiz has a residential sale in Palm Springs for $199,500. I thought those numbers were gone, but yeah, congratulations to all of those agents. Before I hand it over to Peter, let me share my screen. All right, let's see who's the winner for this week. Kenny Fan. All right.
All right,
Congratulations, Kenny. Come
You're
get
the
your
winner.
prize. It's a good measuring tape.
Thank
100
you.
feet. All right.
First
Okay.
time. First time ever.
About time, huh?
About
All right, let me go ahead and stop sharing. All right, Peter, the floor is yours.
All right, thank you, Ruben. Good job. All right, good morning, Coldwell Banker George. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. There's some good news. As far as the economy is concerned, good news and bad news. The good news is that the U.S. Economy is doing pretty well. It actually is projected to have 2.1% growth this year. It's not fantastic, but it's not bad. It's better than expected. The bad news is that we didn't start the war, but the war has broken out in the Middle East, as you all know. The Israelites and the Hamas is locking their horns on each other, and it's not going to be pretty. And you know, the U.S. is sending warships to the site. So, but we just have to keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully, it will not, affect the economy that much. And another thing that we're watching on is the Fed. The Fed is going to have a meeting on November 1st, and they were, it's widely expected that they will raise the interest rate by 25 percentage point. But hopefully, the breaking out of the war may change their mind, and hopefully they will have mercy on the fragile economy. So let's keep our fingers crossed. That's not much we can do. We just have to hope for the best. Okay. Today I would like to share something with you. That's some tips from the assessor's office. It's nowadays it's not easy to be a real estate agents. They have a lot of expectations. Your clients have a lot of expectations. They expect you to be a financial advisor, legal advisor, and also tax advisor. And when you don't know it, they expect you to get the information for them. So that they can understand their particular situation. And sometimes it's difficult for you to furnish all the information. And I have to caution you, don't offer expert advice. You just tell them that, hey, this is the things that this common sense, and or this is something that you know about it, but you cannot you cannot portray yourself to be the expert. And then when times comes, they have to, consult the expert themselves. But so sometimes but as a agent, sometimes it's good to know about this common knowledge, especially when nowadays it's so easy to get informations through the internet, through the electronic devices, and the flow of information is so easy to get. So I'm going to share with you a little tips from the assessor's office. Now sometimes it's good to associate or familiarize to yourself with the assessor's office information, because they have a lot of information regarding the properties in terms of the assessed value, in terms of the footage of the properties, and sometimes you have to go into their website and ascertain the accuracy of information about the property. So let's see what we have recently for from the assessor's office. Now you probably have encountered change of a mailing address. It used to be that you have to do it by mail. It's a simple test, but sometimes it's a pain in the neck because you especially when the property is not owned by individual, when it's owned by a trust, then you have to get the trust instruments and things like that. You have to print it out and you have to send it out to the assessor's office. And then you're not sure whether they receive it or not. And sometimes it takes a long time for them to effectuate the change. But all this has a change effective July 2023, which is like 2 months ago. And now they have the online service that you can do it very easily. You can just go in and input the information and upload the documents that they need, and they can do it instantly for you. And then no worry that they didn't receive it, and you can be assured that they get it right away. Now, but in order to participate in this e-formed program, you have to register yourself. You have to open an account with the assessor's website. This is the one-time requirement, and once registered, there will be no need to re-register. So this is just one-time thing, and after that, you'll be assured that you have the account with them. And this is effective. The systems allow you to electronic sign and submit forms online 24/7, and also attach the supporting documents such as trust and such as the proof of evidence of your identities and things like that. So now, when you do the change of address, there's documentation requirements. If you're an individual, you own the property as an individual, and then the form must be completed by the owner of the individual. And if it is the property is owned by several individuals, only one of them has to sign it, but somebody has to sign it and send it out or register in the electronic register. And for the trust, the change of mailing address must be completed and signed by the trustee. Okay, whoever's at the trustee at the time has to sign it. And if there are two co-trustees, both the trustees have to sign it as well. And then you have to prove to sign for the trust, showing that who's the trustee authorized to sign, and if the trustees is died already, you have to show who's the successor trustee authorized to sign for that trust. And for LLC, for property owned by LLC, you must sign and by authorized principal with the submission of LLC operating agreement. So each LLC has to have the operating agreement, which spells out who's the manager, or who's responsible for conducting the business of the LLC, and who's authorized to sign for it. And for the corporation, it has to be signed by the principal, and also you have to send the article of incorporation and the statement information of the corporation in order to show the authority of signatures. And for partnership, it must be signed by the principal partner and submission of the partnership agreement. Now, if it is a limited partnership, it has to be signed by the general partner. The limited partner does not have to sign it. Now, if the property is owned by the deceased estate, that means somebody is died already and is in probate, so it must be signed by the authorized signatory with the submission of a letter of administration or will. So the will will say who's responsible to sign or on behalf of the deceased, the decedent. So that has to be done. Since the change of owner, change of address has to be signed by the owner, and also supporting documents, it cannot be done by phone. Okay, so forget it. You cannot call in and say, I want to change the mailing address of these property documents and expect it to be valid. No, they won't allow this to be conducted by phone. Now, so as I said, you have to go in and establish a account with the assessor's office, and it's very, very simple to do. All you have to go do is go to the LA assessor's office website, and you click on My Account and select Register. And then you will have a drop-down menu and direct you to sign in step by step. It's very easy, and I've done that, and anybody can do that. Okay, so once you fill out all the required information, then you're ready to go. And then also you have the option to opt in for the EIN or recorded document email notification. There was a checkbox there, so if you want to do that, you just check it with an X. And well, this is the notifications that alerts the property owner of the potential real estate fraud activity. In other words, if somebody registers something fraudulent on your property, the assessor's office will notify you very fast, within 24 to 48 hours, and you will have received that in the email notification. It's very fast, and you know that there used to be that if somebody or if you register some document on the property or lien or whatever, a quick claim deed or a grant deed, the assessor's office will send out the notification within like 7 days, and then it takes time to go through the mails, and by the time you receive it, it's like almost 2 weeks before you know that somebody has recorded some documents or lien on your property. But if you opt into this e-notification, you will get it very fast, because within 24 to 48 hours of the register of the quick claim deed or grant deed, the assessor's office will send you an email and saying that somebody has recorded something on your property. And so it's very effective and it's very fast, and hopefully that will reduce some of the internet fraud on your property, because if somebody register fraudulent grant deed, they can sell your property without your knowledge. So that is a very good service for the assessor's office. Now in the future, more than 110 forms from the assessor's website will be available in the e-form program, which is a very good improvement. Now, when you're dealing with trust, and you know that more and more people are trying to set up their living trust, and it's a great thing that everybody should have a living trust, but that come with it, it has some kind of caveats that you have to be aware of. You have to handle it properly, otherwise it will create a lot of trouble for you. For example, that if the property is held in the trust, now and if the property owner dies, you have to do something. You have to file the affidavit of this death of the trustee, or you have to file, and also you have to introduce the trustee that is in place of the original trustee, and usually it's the successor trustee if both the husband and the wife die, and all the original trustees has died, then the successor trustee will come in place and transact the business of the trust on behalf of the grantor. So once that happens, if the trustee trustee dies, then there will be a VA assessment of the property, because that the property most likely will be transferred to the beneficiary, the son or daughters, and of the property owner, right? And so there's a change of property ownership. Then when there's such a change of ownership, then there will be a reassessment of the property to the market value. So that is very important, because if you don't do that, then or if you have some exemption because of Proposition 19, and you have to let the assessor's office know, because they don't know, they don't know your relationship with the beneficiary of the decedent, right? So for example, a scenario is that some husband and wife set up a living trust, and so the husband died, and so the wife is still alive. So the wife will be still the original trustee, and that will not trigger the reassessment of the property. But if the wife also die, and that is the time when the successor trustee come up the ladder and assume the trustee position, then there will be a evaluation of the property. And so and unless there is exemption because of the Proposition 19, the property will be assessed in the according to the market value. So it is very important that if you have some kind of exemption that you can claim because of the Proposition 19, if the property is transferred to the kids and they have a parent and kid exemption, you have to file that exemption with the assessor's office. So first of all, the thing that you have to do is in order to make that honor that exemption, you have to move into the property within 1 year of the parent's death. Okay, and then you'll have to file a homestead exemption claim form, and also file the Proposition 19 exclusion claim form. Those forms it can be available in the assessor's office. So it is a simple thing to do, but you must do it. If you don't do it, they will reassess it. And I had to make a mistake a few years ago, and I forgot to do that step, to inform the assessor's office that I have exemption because of a parent to child exemption. And it took me 3 months to correct the mistake, and it's not fun, so so don't fall into the same mistake that I made. And then after you do all that, then the assessor's office will classify the property accordingly, and then either they will reassess the property, or they honor the exemption and have the property in the current status quo. So well, if you don't remember all these, what you can do is you can always call the assessor's office, or go down there in person. They are very friendly. You go down there and make an appointment with the consultant, and they can spend a lot of time analyzing the situation for you, and it's free, and so all you have to do is go in and call them and make an appointment. They are very, very friendly, and most of them are very knowledgeable. So you don't want to make unnecessary mistakes. Okay, so that's what I have to share with you today. I hope you had a little bit of glimpse of the assessor's office, and if there's any question, you can always come to ask me. Okay, any questions at this time? No. So back to you.
questions? No questions for Peter, myself, Doug? No. All right, folks. Well, that concludes our Monday meeting for this Monday. Just get prospecting, contact your sphere of influence. Don't forget, if you're going to be doing a marketing campaign for the holidays, now's the time to start. You have approximately 15 days before Halloween, so you got to get all those mailers out, or whatever type of prospecting that you're you're planning on doing for the holidays, okay? Then right after that comes Thanksgiving, then comes Christmas, then comes New Year's. So it's important for you guys to start planning right now, okay? And that'll plant the seeds and keep you top of mind for come January, February.
Yeah, final reminder, tomorrow at 10 o'clock is the Gen Blue virtual session. So everybody is welcome in the campus office to,
Bring your popcorn if you like.
yeah, right.
All right, so tomorrow, Gen Blue, and then Wednesday, we have our CRE win at 10 o'clock. Right after that, at 12 o'clock, well, not right after, but we have about an hour gap. We'll do the second day of Gen Blue to stream it virtually. Then that's it. It's over. So it's only Tuesday and Wednesday. It's the first time that they're streaming it virtually. Usually you'd have to buy, I think it's like $300 to go.
No,
right?
no, 875.
875.
Yeah.
So you're getting a real deal for zero. all it's going to cost you is some butter and popcorn. All right, folks, that's all we have for this
All right.
week.
See you. Have a nice
Hey,
week.
guys, take care.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Take care.